Livestream. For those that don't understand the reference, it is because you guys are the
Bad Feeling
Podcast. Well, there you go. And so do you guys want to introduce yourself before I go on any further?
I would be Chuck.
Yeah, I'm Brian.
I'm Eric. I'm not a part of Bad Feeling. I should be, though.
Yeah, you should be.
I should be,
co-opt you.
I should be, though. I've been working on my radio voice a lot lately.
Yeah?
No, I don't have a radio voice at all.
Tell us the time and temperature.
The time is...
No, terrible. No.
As you can see, I don't belong on radio.
We got to work in. If you listen to our podcast this week, we could probably work in and get you something.
I was listening to their podcast. They showed us the first 2 minutes of the episode. As soon as this is done, please go and listen to it because it's the greatest piece of radio.
Podcast gold.
It really is. It should win. Is there Podcasty Awards? They should be.
I sort of feel bad about it and a little self-conscious, but it's okay. That's kind of how I feel normally.
And you should. So, let's go into. I'm at the far end. I started at the end instead of the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning.
Sounds like our show.
Welcome. That's what happens.
There you go. We do the show in reverse. So let me give you the quick agenda on how today's stream is going to go. So first I'm going to just tell you quickly what our stream and blog plan is for the rest of the time till launch, which is coming up super fast. We're only
3 weeks?
Yeah,
wow.
two
launch?
plus. Yeah, it's pretty close. Pretty close. Then Bad Feeling, which just means they're here. Then we're going to do the Hoth Uprising in story mode. Then we're going to go back and do it again in veteran mode, so you can kind of see if we get murdered or not.
Totally going to let Brian do that because we don't want to take 3 hours to do the stream. We're going to let Brian play this one through. So.
It'll be pretty good. And then Bad Feeling.
Please don't judge me.
And we'll call it a day. And for all of that, I will not be here. I think it's important to note the people who are off camera, which will be Keith, who will be handling our healing, and Tate, who will be handle dying for the rest of the remainder of the stream. And so I'll also sub out because I'm going to go also handle dying and DPS while Chris comes in. So I'll introduce Chris in a second, but that won't happen until we actually get into the gameplay. So last reminder, I promise, is that this is the remainder of our schedule till we get to launch, which is our next live stream will be next week. We're going to go over all kinds of story stuff with Charles. The week after that, we're just going to do a wrap-up and a Q&A about anything that anyone has left over. So speaking of Q&A, I'm going to cover this one 3, 4, 5 before I step off the camera. We know that one of the things you guys will have a bunch of questions about are some of the following. So I figured I would get the answers, I'd rip the Band-Aid off and get them out of the way. This way these guys can just concentrate on dying and or not dying and uprisings. Cross-server and or server merges, no plans for Knights of the Eternal Throne, but we'll take a look after launch to see if any of that needs to happen. Our new ops coming. Post-Cotet, again, we are refocusing on group content. We'll announce something then if we have announcements at that point. Those were the two big ones? Anything else?
What else comes
we can
up
discuss class changes today?
No. So we're not going to talk at all about class changes, but I do know that since I posted the summaries last week, I haven't done a very good job of getting in and kind of getting questions answered and responses to some of that stuff. So I'll definitely work on some of that next week. And we've also gotten a lot of questions about what do the animations look like. Since we've foregone doing a stream, we didn't show any of that. We're working on getting videos and GIFs and stuff of all the new abilities, which we'll start putting out as soon as we can. So we'll get all that stuff to you before launch.
You'll see some today as I die on my power tank.
That is true, actually. You will see some of the new animations. So yes, you'll see, plus I'm an operative, so you'll see the new operative ability. I don't remember what Tate's playing. Anyway, so that's all that I'm going to do. I'm going to stop talking. I'm just going to start switching over so we can get into the game. And then once we get into the game, I'm going to get out of the way so that Chris can come over. I also love that there's no bones dancing happening. So here is the game and the music. If for some reason the audio is too loud, let us know. And I'm going to move out of the way and let Chris come in, introduce himself, and let's go murder some stuff. We got this. Boom.
We can do it.
Let's do it.
I feel weird. We own the stream now. It's us. It's all us. It's all us. Take over. Let's go.
So people have been wondering how many F-bombs we're going to drop.
If you heard our podcast, we are still not safe for work, no matter what. But we're going to try our best to be safe for work while we're on this stream. Anyway,
the struggle is real.
I can't. It really is. So I can't promise anything, but I'm going to do my best here. So, we'll see. So.
So we
why
bring
you guys no bones?
Synchronized
really?
no bones dancing.
Geez, really?
That's what the stream is.
Oh boy.
40 more minutes of no bones time.
That's an uprising, if you will.
You guys ready?
Yeah, let's.
All right, here we go.
F it up.
Wait, that's almost ding
know.
one. Somebody keep count on there, please. Somebody keep count.
That's my battle cry. Whenever we go in to fight a boss, let's F it up.
Yeah, right. All right, so we need an introduction here, though.
I am Chris Schmidt, and I'm a senior designer here, and I guess you could call me lead designer of core game, which is basically means everything that's not chapters, combat abilities, and PvP, if that makes sense. the rest of the
So like
stuff,
everything else.
everything else,
Okay.
including uprisings.
All
right.
Things.
So you are the expert. You can tell us why this is going to be the most awesome thing ever, right?
I'm going to try to.
Okay.
I'll try to impart my whatever's going through our heads right into the stream. So this should be fun.
So let's see here.
So here we're on Hoth.
Yeah, this is our Hoth Uprising, which we are launching with more than just this one. But this one, I think we showed some clips in the last stream of this one. And you'll notice that, this is an iconic location. So that's some of the idea on Uprisings. But this is we call this the lava works set. So it's kind of Hoth with lava.
So we're not really talking about like the other locations yet, as far as where some of those uprisings are happening. But you're saying that I would glean, you said classic locations out of that.
Yeah, I would say we try to focus for these on some classic, iconic locations, and even some locations that we feel we've seen before, but not very often. I would say underutilized areas.
Yeah.
So areas we've seen people request to go back to or revisit, or things from the story. So yeah.
Okay, cool. Hey,
I'm gonna open the box. What's in the box?
what's in the box?
It's a head. No, it's not a head.
Wait, before you go too far here, though, I want to kill a few more milestones. I want to see what you're wearing, because that's the other thing I think a lot of people may be curious about is what kind of gear you get here, as far as how easy this level feels or how it does it. Because we're playing through story mode right now, right?
Yes.
So let's just take a quick run through some of the gear that you've got on.
There's a nice robot on fleet that gave me best Nightmare tier gear. So these are all 242s. I threw some augments in there. I didn't go through all the min-max process, but it's probably pretty well over geared. He's doing a good job. So that's where we're at.
That's probably just standing there doing nothing. That's
Because I'm a freaking champion.
this game's terrible. It's the worst game ever. Oh, I was going to say game is too loud. Pop it down over here.
Okay. Let's figure out how to
Right
use
there.
this guy.
Yeah, click that guy. All right. Oh, hopefully that's a little bit better.
What's in the box? Yes.
So now we're going to see some familiar planets, see some familiar settings that are out there, going back to some places that we visited before, not getting specific, any new places.
Potentially.
Okay.
And we do have more uprisings coming after launch, which I think we've mentioned. And we're looking for new places. We're looking for, like I said, underutilized places maybe you saw once in a blue moon ago.
We just did.
So yeah, that was really the idea, is to find some cool settings that we could explore more and add some cool gameplay to.
So now, my question about these, about the uprisings, how do you say that these separate themselves from what we would consider a flashpoint at this point?
So the idea is these are...
That's a big robot.
We design these very differently, at least behind the curtain. We want these to be really a little faster paced. We want these to be a little more action oriented. I would say less measured, less, okay, there's a pack of 5 guys in front of us, we need to CC 2 of them and kill the other 3, and more just kind of run and gun, gauntlet, if you will. Uh-oh. And that really, drove our design from the beginning. And so we also wanted these to be a shorter play session than a flashpoint. And so my example is always, I run through something like Battle of Rishi, and I'm doing a lot of running, and I'm like, this is beautiful, but it's huge, and I'm running 10, 15 seconds before I hit a pack of guys waiting for me. So with these, we wanted these to be a much shorter play session. We wanted these to have just lots of things happening at once, lots of little surprises, and it really, a lot of it is how we built it was different. Like I said, our balance points are much different with these. With these, we have the 2 modes. You guys are in Story right now, and Story is designed to be the equivalent of the current tactical flashpoint. So roll neutral, pretty approachable with the gear that you'll get by playing through the chapters, that kind of thing. And then the Veteran mode is actually kind of a big step up. The intent is it is roll enforced. You're going to need a tank, healer, 2 DPS. And balance-wise, typically, so to talk about how the sausage is made a little bit, we have some balance sheets and balance points that we use. And a lot of times we will account for a certain level of gear, but we won't account for, say, augments and stims, and we'll say, okay, that's only for like Nightmare Ops or that kind of thing. With these, we actually said, okay, for Veteran, we want roll enforced, we want augments, we want stims, we want class buffs, like basically everything you need to be prepared. And that was our target. Now, it is difficult because a lot of times we have so many different NPCs coming on the screen, as you see, and it's difficult to balance that kind of thing, but we've been working at it, and we think we're in a pretty good spot. But yeah, these are supposed to be a pretty decent challenge right out of the gate. So
It's chaotic.
yeah, a little chaotic.
Okay, there's stuff everywhere. And I mean, that creates a much more dense kind of experience in a smaller space. So
Yeah.
Even with because that was one thing, after running co-op drives about 5,000 times, there was a lot of running to the next thing. There's a lot of the same mobs over and over again.
Yeah.
I can obviously see that this is a heck of a lot faster. Getting to the things, but it's also sort of focused on, with a couple of bosses with some mechanics built into it as well.
Yeah, so we definitely have a mixture of mechanics and chaos, is what I like to say. Some of the, a lot of the goals were we don't want it to be AOE to win, or we don't want it to be, melee is the best or the worst or any of that. So we try to mix it up. We try to have guys that'll stay there at range, like your sniper up there, that won't get caught on your AOE. We have some groups of guys, we have some that'll run at you, some that'll stay there. So we really tried to make it just kind of teeter on that point of chaos. But on the bosses, we do focus on mechanics, and these are we approach these sort of like a bridge into maybe flashpoints and ops. As far as group content. So these are pretty approachable story mode, and the mechanics are very much the same for Veteran, but we just crank up the damage, the healing, everything. So, and these, one thing I forgot to mention earlier, obviously these have power-ups, which all of these will have power-ups.
Let's try that.
There's the Thermal Devastator. And these are designed to be pretty over the top and pretty, there's the
Whoa.
rocket launcher.
Point blank.
and kind of add a little twist to it to change up the experience every time. And they're kind of scattered throughout. So story mode, you'll have cultist stations just like in Tactical Flashpoints right now. But we'll turn those off for Veteran. So, you definitely need a healer and
Red crap on the ground.
Don't
stuff on the
stand in
ground.
the stupid, bro.
Stuff everywhere.
This is story mode. Boy, Veteran's going to take forever.
This might be. I have some kind of feeling about this.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of feeling it'd be. I saw somebody asked they wanted me to whip out my sniper at some point. You don't want that. You'll be here all night. If I put the sexy sniper in this stream, it'll be a terrible day for everybody. I guarantee it.
I will say though, difficulty-wise, the target. When I was talking about the balanced targets with stims and augs, that is not how we balanced hard mode flashpoints. So these are supposed to be balanced. The Veteran mode is on the high end of hard mode flashpoints. Typically, those just have a gear requirement, and that's it.
So does it feel that way? I mean, does it feel like it's that much more difficult?
You'll see that there's a lot of unavoidable damage in veteran mode. There's a lot of avoidable damage that will potentially one-shot you. You know, everything is fair game. We didn't really limit ourselves to saying, okay, nothing you can't cleanse or nothing. We went all out. So that's the goal. You know, we're trying to hit it, and we're still iterating on it. So, but this is the last boss here in story. So you'll see a little bit of chaos on this one.
Brian, what are you doing, dude?
Losing.
If you guys wipe on story mode, I am going to crack up.
Yeah, just wait.
I'm not blaming it on the tank. No, sorry.
Where's my target of target?
All right, I'll blame it on the tank then. Okay.
All right, robot. You're going down. All right.
And
We're not supposed to. All right.
oh man, it's got to be the keyboard, man. It's totally got to be the
It's
keyboard.
totally the gear,
You know,
right?
I mean, like if I had my keyboard, I'd be able to like knock this out, man. It wouldn't be a problem at all.
Yes.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Poor carpenter indeed that blames the tools. So I'm going to blame the tools.
Yes, you can see. Well, Tate has died, which is
Go figure.
But
I'll tell you.
so right now you guys are in 242 legendary quality gear, and these are actually balanced to story mode to much lower. so
So they're really terrible.
So, you know.
Okay. All right.
now veteran mode we balanced to 240 artifact, which is purple essentially, or 240 plus is what we called it. So to relate it to now, it would be like a mixture between hard mode op gear, a full set of hard mode op gear, and then a few pieces of nightmare op gear. So basically 220 with some 224s is essentially what we balance the veteran mode to. So you guys are a little out leveled on this, but you can see these are not necessarily a walk in the park, even in story mode.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I guess that's pretty good. I mean, so who do you feel like these are designed to go after as far as like who's going to? Do you think is this for people that were Flashpoint players, Ops players, or is it trying to get new people to experience it? I mean, if you're trying to get people to learn mechanics and play in game, having it be tough is going to be tough.
Yeah, honestly, it's a little, it's a little everything. We want these to be fun and short play sessions. So flashpoints aren't, the longest content in the game, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's a little bit of a time commitment, and we want these to be approachable enough to be done. You can play through a few of these in an hour, honestly. There you go. You got the walker down.
So about 15, 20 minutes, maybe half an hour on the regular, right?
Yeah, that was our goal, was about 15 to 30 minutes on both modes. And obviously that depends on how well your group is doing. Lots of little droids. So many droids. So much happening. Yeah, and they are running in. So they are playing on PTS, I believe, and we had a couple issues that we've fixed, but hasn't been updated on PTS. You'll notice when a lot of these little guys die, there's some hitching, and that's a thing that we've already addressed, but definitely going to show up on the stream. So, and no, good point. No Kolto stations, which is also a bug on story mode, which we've already addressed. But yeah, normally you'd have Kolto stations to help you out. So.
Right.
What's in here? So that's your. You probably want to loot first.
Goodies.
And there's your goodies.
All right.
Oh, what'd you get?
I got a mount and a medium uprising experience pack.
Well, I say we open that sucker.
Cha-ching. There, my little bar went through. So I'm
What'd you get for that?
I got some command XP.
Okay.
How do I check my command level?
Control G by default.
Oh well, I turned that off.
You can show them the collapsible menus at the top. Cause that's
Oh yeah. Hey everybody, check this out.
Yeah, so this
So
is
the interface.
This is new. the new menu bar basically, and you mouse over and things will pull down, and there's your command range.
Rank 8. So I need quite a bit more XP
Okay. So
to get there.
all right. Okay.
I want to got some more command points for the mission too.
Okay.
And
Yeah, so in Uprisings you'll get command points by killing bosses and for completing the quest, essentially, the activity quests, what we call them.
so in this guy down here,
And that is, you can toggle who you are fighting for. So you earn 70 dark side points just by playing through, and you get dark side points for killing any NPC and completing any quest.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So that's kind of your on-the-fly toggle. If you decide you need to switch allegiance halfway through, you can just go ahead and...
that was fun. Chaos.
Excellent. Yeah, there's a little bit of chaos.
Measured chaos.
But it didn't take long, and it was just bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, I think about the flashpoints, and
Well, nobody's going to scream spacebar.
yeah, that's true. That's true. So I mean, I guess that's sort of like how does this relate to the story type content as far as that's concerned? I mean, are we talking about, Kuat? I keep going back to that. Has got that piece of the story to it, and how that folds into some of that. Versus Uprisings just seem to be like hit and go.
Yeah, there's definitely, I guess we could call them story light. There is they do all tie in some way, and I'll leave that to everyone to find. There are things to find and discover in the Uprisings. There may be a bonus boss here and there. There may be some story information hidden around, but they're definitely something to look for in them, and it'll give you a little more context and background into what's going on and maybe what's coming. So yeah, we tried to hide a little bit of everything in there, so you can look for things when you're exploring or whatnot.
Yeah. So I mean, does that stuff relate to the new chapters that are coming as far as Uprising is corresponding to the stuff that's on the way?
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
related to the state of the galaxy at the end of
Okay.
of the chapters.
Yeah, gotcha,
Yeah, and so
gotcha.
this is whatever happens. No spoilers.
Yeah.
But
of course, we don't.
state of the galaxy is what it is, and these kind of tie in a cool way. So.
Gotcha.
Ready for veteran?
Oh God, are you on veteran mode?
Keith and I were
Oh, boy.
strategizing on how to make that not happen.
Okay, good.
Well, we really need to look at the time on the stream. We gotta cut this thing out. Oh yeah, I don't know if we're gonna make this veteran mode thing happen.
It feels like this isn't will Tate die, it's how often will Tate die. Which I should mention, actually, another goal with these was, one of our pillars was failure's fleeting. So if you die, if you wipe, it's not a long run back. It's not a hike. It's not a taxi. It's
Yeah.
literally
The walk of shame.
Yeah, there's no walk. We put a lot of checkpoints in, and we want you to get right back into it and just get to it. And so that was important. So we designed these around that.
Yeah, there's a bunch. Sorry, there was almost. You count that as a ding on my almost cousin. There's a lot of walking back. A lot of wasted time when you're in an operation trying to get back to where your gang is.
Absolutely, and I know it. Like I raid twice a week.
Yeah, but wait, you
And I'm
wipe?
running?
No. You don't die. That never. It's impossible.
We wipe. We're not the best out there, but we're pretty good. But yeah, we absolutely wipe, and it's I feel it. I feel the runbacks. I feel the
Yeah,
speeders.
right.
I know all the spots. De Nova. I feel it.
Yep.
So, would you consider this the new end game group play?
This is it's one of them. So this is we're targeting this obviously to smaller groups, and we think there's a place for that. We think there's a place for some 4-man content, both role neutral and role enforced. But it's also worth noting that our dark versus light kind of world bosses are targeted to larger groups right now, and that goal is bring as many people as you want, bring as many people as you can. They're essentially like world bosses, but first you have to find them, which is part of the fun, and then you need to kill them, which they're not soloable. I'll put it that way. You're gonna need some numbers. but yeah, we're definitely refocused on group content, and so this is part of that direction. And there's definitely, like I said, there's going to be more uprisings coming out. And what we want to do is see how these, we love playing these. We think these are a lot of fun internally. And so we want to see what the players think when these come out, and then we'll kind of go from there and see, what kind of mix we put out. We put out, more bosses, more of the, So, yeah, we'll definitely revisit. We're eager to see these out and see what people think,
And it's going to start with what, like a group of, how many of these are going to be out with the expansion?
Some. I don't think we're talking numbers yet,
Okay,
but more. I could say more than one.
All right.
So
Multiple.
it's not all Hoth all the time.
Okay.
I promise.
Well, and that's it. That kind of begs the other question: is like as far as people getting burned out on it or anything like that. I mean, you worry about that. From that perspective, I mean, because I think about how many times I've run through the flashpoints and how many ops we've run over the years. It's like, so what's going to keep this fresh?
Yeah, well, that's part of the goal, was to try to add a little more variety and unpredictability with the power-ups.
The different modes.
Yeah, different modes. We have Master Mode coming out. I think we announced a little later after launch. So if people can conquer Veteran, Master will be waiting for them, which is all the more difficult. We haven't quite talked about like what those will be balanced to, but we're aiming pretty high, and that'll really hopefully scratch that itch. But yeah, like I said, there's little surprises. I think there's even one in Hoth here somewhere. I think it's straight ahead of you. Is that it? No. Well, there's a room that I don't think that you guys have gone into yet, but there's some power-ups hidden in there. There's like I said, there's some story.
Don't tell them that stuff. Especially not now. I mean,
something somewhere.
A hidden room?
Like
The treasure.
We're gonna have to find things.
But yeah, like I said before, like some bonus bosses. So, and plus, the shorter play session, we think will be a lot of fun. These are designed to be, since you're in a group and since you're doing these, pretty good command experience income. So in an
I've gotten
hour,
a decent amount already.
yeah, you're halfway almost. In an hour, we expect you to be able to do, like we said, 2 to 4 of these, and I've done flashpoints that have taken an hour and a half sometimes.
Rishi, have you done that one lately?
Rishi,
What are you talking about, everybody?
Hey,
Battle of
to be on
Elam,
Rishi again.
depending on if you're running wall running or not,
Yeah.
those classics.
I like to stroll. I like to just walk.
Saunter.
Leisurely
Enjoy the view.
through, It's just much more fun to take my time with it.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to see this fight a little bit here.
Here's one of my new abilities. Since I don't have Death from Above, I've got that little, what's that called? Deadly Onslaught.
Deadly Onslaught. I love it. All right, cool. Good
And
name.
here's my little Firestorm.
That looks like a sparkler just went off. What was that? Pretty good. Can't knock these mats. Hurt these guys. So, we're talking about veteran mode. Obviously harder. I can already.
Yep,
I'm
yep.
watching Brian here.
I'm making Keith sweat. That was not a problem.
I'm not going to sing a song. I promise I'm not going to sing a song right now. But like master, what's the top end mode?
Master.
So master mode. Like, how bad is that going to be? Because these guys are in the pretty high end gear right now.
Yeah, these guys are still technically over geared for veteran for our balance targets. Master, we're shooting pretty high.
Yeah.
It should be
Like impossible high, or
that's our goal, is to see if it's possible
All right.
when we're testing.
All right.
And then maybe we crank it up a little. Well, I don't know. We'll get there. I mean, we are aiming really high, and we're trying to give for those that really want a huge challenge, we're going to reward you with more command experience if you can do it.
So yeah, it'll be like max prize kind of stuff to get through that.
And the cool thing about the command experience system is it really rewards you for the speed you get through it as well. So the more, master uprisings you can get through, the faster you're going to get that income and get more gear. And
Okay. I was like, so like the faster you get through the thing, it's going to give you more?
Oh, no, just rate.
I was like, that's kind of a challenge. All right, I like that. That's kind of cool. No, okay, I get what you're saying. Because you can do more in a shorter period of time.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. They made it through the cave.
We killed a robot.
Well,
Die,
I think you did better on the veteran mode than you did on the story mode, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting a little too used to it.
Turn him into scrap.
I wasn't standing and falling ice.
Don't stand in the stupid. Tell you what.
So yeah, this one won't have the culto stations like the story will.
Okay.
So it makes it a little tougher. And then, like I said, when we say we balance with stims and augs, that's about roughly 10 to 15% more DPS that we have to account for. So it's not trivial. It's a decent amount, and that's what we're trying to enforce. That we really want you to have something to strive for, basically.
And veteran mode would be considered like mid-level end game gear, as far as like it wouldn't be like don't need the highest of the high. Well,
You should need a little bit.
I probably would,
Set bonus
because
probably required.
Yeah, set bonus. You're going to need a mix of mid and end game. Like you're definitely. The goal is you should not be able to walk into veteran day one and just succeed.
I have a feeling that
I'm good at failing, so
I'm not going to have a problem with failing. So I don't. We joke on our podcast about me sucking at this game, and that's not false at all. Brian is the actual player here. That's why I do not have a mouse in my hand right now. I sit in the back and I shoot things from far away. That's what I do for fun.
Great bug. Oh crap!
You screwed up now.
Nobody has like arachnophobia.
There are never too many spider droids. That's the.
Oh man.
Oh, more dudes.
So I mean, when you, so I'm trying to. I mean, I didn't count the last time how many came out. Like as far as the differences between the modes, are we looking at more? Are we looking at bigger damage, or looking at which is it? Are we doing different mechanics or?
Yeah, it's mostly for this first batch. We focused on damage going out. If there's a healing mechanic on the boss, more healing to the boss. We didn't focus on extra mechanics because we really want you to understand all the mechanics in story mode. To be familiar with it when you gear up for veteran. So it's mostly all in balance and numbers. But that can make a big difference. Maybe something, instead of being something be avoidable that doesn't one-shot you, maybe now we can afford to one-shot you. And we can definitely focus the damage coming out of the tank a lot, because we can assume there is a tank, so that helps quite a bit. And same with healing. If we can assume you have a healer, then we can really get the balance much tighter.
Now, is there going to be like a way to be able to do this solo? Like a solo plus 3 companions or anything, or a way to do it that way, so that if you are a loner and can't stand other people, which I know there's nobody that plays this game that's like that. We all have lots of friends and love to play the game together. But just saying, if there was, is there a mode to play this on your own?
So we focused on group. So we didn't have a solo mode right now. We're definitely open to it. But what you can do is you can maybe grab somebody else, and you can have 2 players, 2 companions, and jump in and see how you do.
Oh, so you can do that.
And
okay.
you can even, you can go in solo with a companion and try it out. and maybe on story mode,
Maybe.
you're gonna have a good time, and maybe you're gonna have a bad time. I don't know. It just depends on how well you are,
Gotcha.
riding the line of chaos.
How come they get to stay?
It's not fair. It's not
Yeah,
fair.
wearing their special ice ceiling collapse suits.
They do not get smashed by things. Yeah, I don't know that I'd try it on my own. I think I did that the first time, like the very first time I ever queued a Flashpoint. I was like, I don't know what this is. Let me queue and see what happens. And that did not go well.
Come here.
Yeah, and I think it's worth mentioning, especially you can go through these. I imagine it would take you more time than with a group. But part of what we did with Command Experience is we put a group modifier on it. So you're actually getting more. There's a multiplier for how many people are in your group. So it benefits you more to be in a group of 4, 8, or 16 than it does to be solo in this kind of content.
Okay.
So you're getting CXP for killing, elite NPCs. You're getting it for the quest, and you're getting it just because you're in a group. You're getting a bonus on top of that. So that's kind of one of the ways that like operations 8-man, 16-man can help you out. Things like that.
Okay. All right.
So
That's pretty cool.
shielding this thing. Turret.
This fight should be a little interesting. Let's see.
It's like, yeah, all right, let's see how this goes. I'm operating to get out of the way, man.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
Just rolling all over the
Well, I
map.
don't know what he's doing. Dropping threat, I tell you.
Operatives don't have a fight gun. Oh wait, they never use it.
I can verify
for
that.
trouble.
I'm an operative. I heal on my operative as my main, and I definitely do not threat dump as much as I should.
All right, robot.
It's all right. Brian started making me play operations, and I had no idea what countermeasures were. I'm like, oh, this is really cool. Oh, now I see what this
What's
is
this for?
Oh, no, now I understand.
Oh, Musco's dead.
Why am I losing?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That was quick. Oof. Well, he's up, he's down.
So you can see Mr. Drob running around in those turrets we just killed, like a jerk.
Yeah, he's running around and healing.
Don't run
them.
into the beam.
I kind of want everybody else to hear. I can just imagine Tate screaming in the other room. That's half the fun. Like when we do this, we have to like add a chat into it.
Yeah.
Because it's too much fun. Listen to each other yell at each other. What are you doing?
This is a neat mechanic. There's red crap on the ground, and there's a beam that follows it. So everybody's got to be kind of spread out.
Yeah, and I should say that's another goal that we try for in these is we want to keep you moving. We want to keep you, not stand and kill, but moving around. So we're trying to drop AOE's on you. We're trying to, put void zones, all kinds of things like that.
Says the operative.
Says the operative.
Yeah. Yeah, me and my ballistic shield do not like that. We like to stand still. All I see are big feet. it's like, yeah, you gotta look up every once in a while, Brian.
Not important.
Look at the artwork, bro. Come on.
Hey, I pointed out the dude running around fixing these turrets that we killed. There he is.
Yeah, Drob has a passion for non-broken turrets. That's the theme of this fight.
He's just doing his job.
He fixes things.
You know,
that's-
he's just doing his job.
Did we not get off?
Oh, there's the last one.
Hey, turret. There we go. Bad news. Bad. Keep us a hoss. I can live through anything.
Fire. Do it to it.
It's a pyrotech. It's supposed to be on fire. Should do a missile action.
Yeah, someone said no combat res yet. I should point out, Musco was combat res and immediately
That's already
died.
happened. Yeah.
I also tried to stealth res in his first shot between combat res.
I feel the pain of
Double
being
died.
thrown into combat attempting to stealth res. That is my life.
Power up. I like that idea too. I like the power up. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we thought it was fun.
So this
we
one-
we tried to pick some over the top ones. This one is combat clarity. You click that, and each class gets essentially something that'll
Better than that.
flash on their bar, and it's basically just we call it clear cast. You can just cast that thing, just keep spamming.
Oh,
So you got-
okay, cool.
Yes, you've got flame sweep. Yeah.
Alright, turrets are back up. He's been a busy guy.
And I would tell you what they are for all the classes, but I don't remember. But I can tell you on my Sork, it's my 3 button. Oh, Heat Seeker Missile on Merc. Yeah, so you just sit there and have a good time. Oh, I think it's Force Leech. Is that a thing? I think that's right. I don't know names of abilities. I know buttons and colors.
Settled.
I love it. Oh, ew, a clicker. It's like, yep, hey. That's another reason why I'm not playing right now.
Musco's eagerly anticipating a res. Second res, I should add. A third.
Musco has now become just a watcher.
I'm noticing how slow the boss's hit points are going down now that I'm dead. I'm just saying.
Can't blame that on me.
To be fair, I did die twice, so it's my own fault.
And you'll notice, even if there's not a new mechanic, because you can kind of chew through the boss on story, you don't really have to deal with this mechanic very much. But on Veteran, you're definitely toggling between turrets and
So you're going, yeah,
Walker,
one
turrets,
after
Walker.
another, after another, yeah.
yeah. So we call it we kind of call it enforcing the mechanic. In story mode, we don't care if you can out DPS the mechanic. That's totally fine. That's what it's for. But in Veteran, we're going to enforce it. Oh, there's a lot of red. Red bad. He's seeing like a champ though. Uh-oh.
What's he enraged in this thing, man?
Fire!
Well, that enrage is coming.
I was gonna say it's got to be soon, man, because they've been going a long time on this boss.
coming.
Smash to the face. See, if I don't look at the ground, I don't know what I'm standing in.
Just wait. So enraged, which is gonna kill him? The walker or the turrets? Don't know.
You're on your own.
Oh,
Oh, womp womp.
another death.
Oh,
And the turrets are back.
damn turrets are back.
This is a tough fight.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
So there's a mode harder than this, you're saying. Okay, alright. That's
Yeah.
gonna be so much for the 15-minute mark. Alright, it's gonna be gonna add this up. This should be interesting to see how these go.
Y'all gotta kill that first turret first. Do it. Come on, team, you can do this. I believe in you,
Say if you say it out loud, it doesn't make it any more true.
says the tank
So,
that needs to be
sorry.
healed.
Just keep healing me. Don't worry, I won't die.
Alright.
Breaking my blasted turret.
Whoa,
Oh,
I think so.
if not, this fight's gonna take forever. and drifted into that point in the stream where we're like,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm looking forward to Spider Time.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
Yeah, the joy of the final phase.
Yeah.
Wish I didn't stop this.
I feel like
Oh, Tate's dead.
I do like the idea of enforcing the mechanic though, as far as like that lives there. It's just a matter of the timing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we try to put when we're balancing bosses and encounters and the whole 9 yards, there's a certain amount of avoidable damage you want to put out, a certain amount of unavoidable damage, a certain amount of tank damage, a certain amount of healing required. So it's definitely a delicate balance of all those things, but that's where math and spreadsheets come in.
All right, man.
Oh man.
So should we stuck this?
Yeah, you want to wipe it? We'll do one more attempt. You guys want to do one more? I will not die this time.
In non-Musco
So
Did I less than 3 times?
This is a great example of what we're talking about, where you can the wipe and run back.
Yeah.
So
All right.
we just wanted to show the example of what it would look like when you wipe on a uprising, so that we could see. Yeah, it's not that Brian sucks.
No, clearly it's not that. It's got nothing to do with the.
No, that's a tough fight. I mean, he was not taking a ton of damage, and Musco dies.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah, we didn't even get to the final phase, so that'll be interesting.
And everybody's spread out, so it's like,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden the circle happens, and you kind of go, who do I heal next?
So should we
And then Muscle dies.
strategize? We'll hit this turret first, and then
I'm just going to follow you, Brian.
cool.
Like you said last time, you knew.
I was yours, Brian. I was too close to Brian. I was going to have a laser. That's what happened last time.
Yeah, don't stand behind me when the laser's out. It's safe. Bang. Oh, it's nice having 2 DPS.
That makes a little difference.
That's
doesn't
how
it?
this is supposed to work.
Get a little bit different feel to it now.
That 2 operative raid comp or group comp.
OP.
I should say too, this is in Galactic Command, which we've talked about. There's like a highlighted activity of the day. So if Uprisings is the highlighted activity that day, you're going to get even more command experience just for doing essentially.
Does that include the things that we kill, or is it just for the mission, or how's that?
It's the mission.
Cool.
And in operations, since operations don't really have a mission attached to them, that'll be tied to like the boss, for example. So if the boss would drop, making up a number, 100 CXP, now they would drop, 100 plus whatever the bonus is, so 150 or 200. So yeah, that's a way to really. You can go in and it'll be something different each day, and you can kind of play what you want to play. But you can start stacking all your bonuses, right? So, okay, I have a group, and I'm going to go into Uprisings, and it's the activity of the day. And so you can really start earning some crates pretty quickly.
Great. It sounds like another Brian spreadsheet.
Yes,
Here
dude.
soon enough.
Maximize.
All right, so with this day, this day, we're going to do this. We're going to get this much done. Here we go.
Maximize your turn.
Well,
Spreadsheets are good.
only have so much time in game. Got to maximize every minute that you're there.
Let me stun them. Stop doing
Why don't you take that away from me?
it. Oh, dang it. Turrets are back.
Yeah.
Guess we gotta take care of those.
And the dude's on the stone with the thing with the heel.
Oh.
You can't get to go get the turret, man.
That's a...
Come on.
All right.
I mean, I
Good
know
to
I'm
know.
watching this like in spectator mode and stuff, but
That makes sense. Now, is that beam actually doing damage? Or is that...
Nope. Okay.
Seems to be okay.
You're good.
Just a preview of things to come.
Yeah. Alright, the shield is back down.
My blasted turret.
Ah.
I don't think if you ask, it's not gonna. No, that's not how the mechanic works.
Yeah, that's not how we do it.
If you beg for forgiveness, it's not going to help you.
Come on, what if I do a no bones dance?
Maybe.
Come on, buddy.
That's the instant kill. There's no bones instead.
Do it. It only makes sense.
There's always one secret, you know. That's the one. Guess you're doing better though.
Yeah. Not terrible. Nobody's died yet.
Oh,
Yeah. Why did I say that?
yeah. Yeah, that's where I was going with that. Is more damage is done. So
Oh yeah, he's getting down.
you get like 30%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we can do this.
Well, your interface sucks, man. Look how small it is. You can barely see anything. All those tiny little bars. Brian, you're a tank, dude. Come on.
They all love the beam. Yo, stop being.
You love the beam too.
It's like a gosh darn moth to a flame.
We're up to what, 5 now? Okay, all right,
Something
cool.
like that.
Yeah, well, we're on a. We're on our chat during operations. It's yeah, definitely not safe for work. Definitely not safe for work. So, this is a little harder than I thought it was going to be.
We can do it.
Fight his bug. Shouldn't Musco be dead by now? Alright.
Yeah.
Go on.
Maybe onto something. All right, robot.
Breaking my
This is what you get.
turret.
Punishment.
You get to kick it in the
I was
face.
going to say, you just like, 6. Alright, so we can obviously much more difficult than the first.
Yep.
It's going to take a little more skill.
So that beam is a lot more punishing than it was
Yeah.
before. Long as the dang turrets. So there's a little bit of a DPS race here.
Now you need to just set that in range timer to like 3 minutes.
Quiet.
So that like
Okay, so now we've
Tell you myself.
got the robot. Where's the
Uh-oh.
dude?
gonna pull the plug.
You're halfway
Yeah,
there.
stack up.
No, you just didn't pull. You should have just pulled.
Keith is my spirit animal, telling everyone to gather for Colto Waves. Let me tell you.
How do you like a deadly onslaught? Take that.
Deadly onslaught.
Oh, that can't be good.
Spider droid time.
Oh man. There is no floor. Jeez, just coming from everywhere, dude. Look at that.
Very good.
Hey!
Alright.
Boom, boom, boom.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keith MVP 2016.
Oops.
Wait. Get your loot, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's see what's in
I
here.
want to see what's in here, man. Come on.
Goodies. A large CXP and the covert frost. Cool. So how much CXP does the large give me? I'm right now at, that's my legacy. I'm at 982. So give me that guy. I'll get 184 command points.
Okay, and that's
All right.
for the. Is that like a set level at this point for that, or is that still just like?
That item.
Yeah, that item. Actually, I don't think the PTS has the latest balance on the CXP. But yeah, it's in the ballpark, I should say.
Gotcha.
And then I think you have a request pending too.
Oh, that's right. Dink.
That's your
Oh, yeah,
230
so
there.
230.
There's your chunk.
All right.
Cool. So more for completing the quest than what drops off
Yeah.
off of that boss. But yeah.
All right.
All right, making progress. So I'm at command level 8. So we got about a third of a bar just for doing this. For doing the one uprising.
Well, and doing those 2 in a row, you get about 2/3. So
What? You got 4 ranks? Nicely done.
that's because he's awesome.
I know, dude. So, yeah, clearly terrible tank.
Because he
You don't get
did a lot more work on it.
Yeah.
He's healing everybody.
That's how it is.
It's like the amount of work that you do actually. So does that count too?
Yeah.
How many buttons?
I should mention that's part of the strategy too. Is we didn't just want to put all the command XP in the quest. So if you're trying to progress and you can only get past the first boss, we still want you to get something for that,
Yeah.
and then but you should get more for completing the quest. So it's definitely all intentional. Like there's a lot of spreadsheets involved and a lot of balance that's going on there. But yeah, we these should be Uprising should be one of the most efficient ways for your min-maxers to get your command experience. This and group activities and things like ranked PvP. Those are going to be your best time investment, I guess, to level up quickest.
Gotcha.
But you'll get credit for almost anything you do. So that was kind of the idea.
Ooh, excellent.
So yeah, you guys did well.
So
I apologize for all the clicking. This is, new hardware. It's clear.
yeah, see, it's totally it's the damn keyboard, screwing him up. So we're getting the question there about the, opening up a command crate.
Oh yeah, did you get?
I
don't
didn't
know
get
if you
one, though,
ranked up.
because I didn't rank up.
Did you? Oh yeah, you didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta play again. Oh. See, not yet.
Let's see. I didn't get a crate. Sorry.
Yeah.
I still have another.
Well.
I would have to do about one more uprising.
See if you can answer questions. I'm going to try to figure out the
Okay.
command to give you points.
All right.
Ah, okay, all right.
They're going to work some dev magic on getting me to the next command level.
This is not how it actually works in the game, I don't believe.
Right.
Here.
Oh, is there a
Hey,
guild command XP boost like there is for regular XP or rep gain?
For Command XP, I do not believe we have one currently at ship.
That's a good
But
question.
we're definitely open to it.
Yeah. How high are repair costs? Well, let's find
That's a
out.
good question.
Where's my little robot? Come here, buddy. Yeah, because I did die once. And that will cost me 40K. That's okay, because there's still sparkle powder.
Sparkle powder. Ah, best thing ever.
Where's Tate? Oh, he already left. Well, he's going to get a sparkle powder.
Command crates will drop set pieces. In fact, that's how you're going to get your set bonus gear is in command crates. So basically, if you get something that you don't want, the beauty of the system is you can disassemble it.
I can be.
Go on the fleet.
Okay.
The beauty is you can disassemble it to get, you can basically turn it into command crate or command XP
points, right? Yeah.
and just earn more crates, right? Keep going, and so yeah, there's a pretty good chance. In every crate right now, we have it balanced to it will drop at least one piece of gear with power on it.
So there's always a gear piece.
Always
in
at
every
least
crate.
yeah, at least one gear piece in every crate.
Cool.
Whether or not it's a set bonus or not is you're not going to get a set bonus every time. And part of the philosophy in that I can talk a little bit too is, I kind of started the discussion on if I'm in an operation and a token drops, there's kind of a 1 in 8 chance I'm going to get the token. I don't get a token guaranteed every single run. Odds are I might get one, but not necessarily. So that's kind of the idea behind a set bonus piece dropping versus another gear piece. So yes, set bonus pieces absolutely drop in command crates.
Did it work out now?
Nope. Still at 1396. There's an apostrophe in my name.
Oh, that shouldn't matter.
All right,
Damn
let's see.
apostrophes.
You might have to target him with one.
Sure, I'll show you the new
Flamethrower.
flamethrower. So let me go to where there's some light. So the new flamethrower, whoosh, looks a little bit like that. And then the
You
new...
like sparkle pattern.
So those are the two new AOE abilities for the power tech. This we keep flame sweep, that's intact.
Well, I guess we're looking at it. People have noticed in chat, but in the fleet,
Yeah.
this is an area that we set up, and this is kind of the heroic terminal. We're on the Imperial fleet right now.
So this used to be the PvP terminals. And
PvP area,
Yeah.
and the heroic terminal's in there, and then your some of the uprising terminals
That's
are
what
in
these
there.
do. Yeah. You click on that.
And that's kind of how you would access if you wanted to go into an uprising with one or two people. That's how you would do that. But
Cool.
but yeah. So and then we moved a couple of the vendors around, and that's a cool ability.
That is cool.
It's almost like flash powder, sparkle powder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me max my camera distance. Who remembers how to do that?
Oh, I think it's under the top one.
We're trying one more thing.
Okay.
My cheating didn't work the first time.
Oh.
I'm gonna try a
We're
second.
gonna try a better cheat.
We're gonna try a second cheating instead of cheating.
All right.
Oh, I know. Rip PvP terminals. I know.
Yeah.
Sadness.
So that's pretty rad. And then this guy's also pretty cool.
It's a lot more fire, and you shot it out of your back, which is great.
It's a lot like this.
Yeah. All the time.
But it does damage now. So.
Even better. It's like sparkle powder with damage. Excellent.
Oh, and it leaves little scorch marks on the ground too, which is kind of cool.
There you
Just
go.
in time for Life Day.
Yes, and the other one I would have to be in combat to target somebody with. Let's see. Yes, fireworks. RIP PvP terminals. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's not working.
Oh,
Oh.
Cheat's not working.
We tried.
That's okay.
Oh. So no command crate?
do that again instead.
I gave myself thousands of points, but that
That's
doesn't
cool.
help you at all. That doesn't help you at all.
Do you want to log onto your tune and open a crate, or?
Actually, wait, hang on.
He's trying to work something out over here. Oh, no.
that's crap.
Yeah, dual
Okay.
tape. Yeah.
Come here, you.
Someone's asked about Life Day, and I will say Life Day is
I'm in a
definitely
non-dual.
Life Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have seen a couple cool things for Life Day, so stay tuned.
Not every gear dropped has a set bonus. So yeah, every crate has a piece of gear. That piece of gear may or may not have a set bonus on it.
Yeah, it's similar to, again, let's say there's an op boss, and he'll drop a piece of purple gear with stats on it, but it won't have a set bonus. Like we call that the offset. Same as now, like everyone can roll on that a lot of times, and then there's also a token with a set bonus. So it's very similar. It's a mix between, those two things.
You ready for me to steal your chair?
I'm ready. I'm going to smoke bomb out, and Muska's coming back. So thanks,
I want to
guys.
see this.
And we'll see if we can get some crate magic.
All
Awesome.
right, thanks, Chris.
All right, so I tried to do my hacks on your account, and it didn't work. And just because it'll complicated reasons, it'll take a little while to get on a dev account on here. I will do this. I will open command crates at the beginning of our next live stream.
Okay.
I would rather do them with you guys here, but since I don't know why the dev command's not working. Normally it's literally like target you, type in command, it works and it cheats. I don't know why it's not working, but it does not want to give you the command crate. So
I'm not a cheater.
I guess so. So, and apparently, I want you to know, I was tempted to cheat res myself in the first one. Be like, yeah, Keith, the combat res totally worked. I'm back. But anyway, so what I will do is on the next stream, I will start the stream by opening some command crates so you guys can see what they look
cool,
like.
cool.
Or if I can figure out a way to get you guys the command crate stuff before then, I will do that. But we'll get you the command crates the next time. I don't know why my dirty cheating isn't working. We should also look into why the dirty cheating isn't working. Anyway.
Don't know.
Anyway, so that do you guys have any questions or anything before we wrap it up? We're at an hour, so
I feel good.
I don't know. I think that was pretty solid. Man.
Yeah,
it was cool. It was cool to see the animations. I'm looking forward to seeing what the other places that we're going to wind up in, and some of the other uprisings that are going to actually.
giveaways.
That's going to be cool.
Giveaways, easy peasy. I will cheat. Tate just Did you just dev kill Tate?
Confirmed dev commands are working.
We just were testing that. Giveaways is a great question, and I'll tell you what, I will do this. I will get these guys some stuff to give away. So tune into the next bad feeling or whatever. I will rely on them, but I'll make sure to point to their social media and stuff so you guys can find out. We'll give them some cool stuff to give away.
Righteous.
So look to the bad feeling guys to get you some cool stuff.
We can do it.
All right.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming by and
for having us.
for tanking the shiz out of that encounter. That was it went all
It's an
right.
experience.
Yeah.
Sorry, Keith. I don't normally click so much. I
I want you to know. I want to record what's going to happen when we go back to our desk. It's going to be like, Tate, you didn't stay near me. You always had a range. I couldn't kill you. That's what's going to happen, and I'm going to enjoy every minute of it.
A bunch of clickers, man.
Did you show all the new animations for the
did.
PT?
Yeah.
Yes.
Except for what was the other one that was, you had to have somebody targeted.
Yeah, I
What's the
can't
other
do
one?
shatter shot because I don't have a. Or
Go,
shatter,
accept the duel, Musco.
we're in a non-dueling area.
What?
That's true. Extra on the fleet.
On fleet?
All right. Anyway, we're going to get gifts out of all the new animations anyway, so we'll make sure to show you guys all that stuff.
That's pretty rad.
Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Anyway, why is everyone typing "I will cheat"? I don't.
I think they were anticipating.
Oh, you anticipating. If there's supposed to be a drawing of typing in "I will cheat," that's not a thing. Anyway, I will let it go. Carry on with the cheating.
You're all winners in our eyes.
That's right. That is correct. For cheating? Question mark. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you guys again for coming by.
Thanks for having us.
Awesome
Yeah,
to
it's been
have
awesome.
you.
A lot of fun.
And we clearly have to do this again.
Oh, yeah.
At some point,
Yeah,
right?
no doubt.
When we're doing Master.
Oh crap!
We'll bring you
The 6-hour marathon stream?
Come on, chat, right? We clearly have to bring Brian and Chuck back in for when we do Master, so we can repeat this again.
There's a reason that I haven't streamed much of my gameplay, and I realized that after I tried to do it, I was like, oh no, I'm terrible at this game.